So guys, today we'll be learning how to change hostname of a Linux system. So changing the hostname of a Linux system can be done by two ways. First is by changing the hostname at runtime, that is by using the hostname command. And second is by changing the configuration in the sysconfig directory. After changing the host name, we'll have to reflect the changes into the host file of the system so that we are able to resolve the FQDN of the system, that is fully qualified domain name. So I'll start by getting into the terminal of node 1. As you can see, the current hostname of the system is node 1. The configuration file where the host name is mentioned is /etc/sysconfig/network. As you can see here, the host name is node1.nova local. The nova local is there by default on any OpenStack machine, as you'll see. To do this, I'll edit the file, and instead of nova local, I'll mention my own domain name, that is aaadmin.com. On saving the changes of the file, the hostname won't change automatically. We'll have to reboot the machine for the changes to reflect on the hostname. So after the machine starts, I'm trying to SSH into node 1. And as you see, the host name has been modified to node1.aaadmin.com. Whereas if you see, if I try to find the fully qualified domain name, I'm unable to resolve it. For that, obviously I'll have to reflect the changes into the host file. Parallelly, I will be doing the changes in node 2 too. Here again, I'll be changing the host name to node2.aaadmin.com. After saving the changes on node 2, I can either restart the machine or I can change it at runtime. So for changing it at runtime, I'll type in the host name space node2.aaadmin.com. So by this, I have changed the host name on runtime itself. Whereas if I try to find the fully qualified domain name, I can't do it. So for reflecting the changes for fully qualified domain name, I'll have to modify the host file, that is etc/hosts. Once I've reflected the changes here in the host file, I'll be able to find the fully qualified domain name. So I'll be doing parallel this for node 2 and node 3 too. Now after saving the changes, I'll be able to find the fully qualified domain name. What I would like to show you is that if I've changed the host file on node 1 and if I try to find the fully qualified domain name on node 2, it won't be possible as I haven't reflected the changes into node 2's host file. Whereas if I try the same on node 1, I'm able to find the fully qualified domain name. As I've changed the host name of node 1 and node 2, so I'll have to reflect the changes on node 2 and node 3 as well, as the host file, of the node 2 and node 3 will be different. So I can either go by manually editing on each and every node, or I can copy the host file of node 1 to node 2 and node 3. So for that, initially I'll copy the host file from node 1 to my local system. As you can see, the modified host file is here into my system. And after this, what I'll do is I'll copy the host file over the network using scp command. So scp host the file to root at node 2 and node 3. So instead of typing 2 and 3, I'll use $I as I'll be using a for loop. Let's say if I have nodes more than 3, let's say if I have 20 or 100 nodes, so I can't manually type each and every command. So for this, I'll be using a for loop, that is, I will be varying from 2 to 3. For I in bracket 2 to 3, do the scp command. And this is the syntax of a for loop. And as you see, I've typed in the node host password and I've copied the host file. Parallelly, I've typed in host node 3's password and I've just copied to node 3 also. As you see, the changes have been reflected in node 2's terminal. And parallelly, the changes have been reflected in node 3 too. As you see, it is not able to resolve the fully qualified domain name as I haven't changed the host name of node 3, whereas the host files has been changed as I have copied it over system. So what I'll do is I'll modify the host file of node 3. Here I'll reflect the admin.com hostname. I'll change the hostname at runtime itself. That is by typing in hostname space node3.aadmin.com. If I type in hostname -f, that is fully qualified domain name, the changes have been reflected here. So guys, this was the end of the tutorial. Hope you liked it. Please let me know if you have any sort of suggestions regarding the video, regarding any improvements which you need, regarding any explanations which you would like to know. And be sure to like and share the video and subscribe to the Amazing Admins channel.